Good evening, good evening, good evening. So, hello, Mrs. and Jazz the One. Hello, everybody that's in here. Welcome to my scope. My name is Danayaazure. I'm calling here just for a little bit. And I have a photo shoot in like 7 hours. But I said I was going to come on, so I'm going to make sure that I stick to my word on that. So the question that I have today is, should your child's doll look like them? People are like, why would you have that question? Well, the problem that I've seen is that too many children. Really? Seriously? I'm talking about, should your child's doll represent them? K4S ENT is in the building. Make sure you guys follow him. He has an amazing magazine called HFL Magazine based out of Jacksonville, Florida. And he will be scoping soon. Hold on one second. Let me turn the camera on real quick. He would come on. I don't put the makeup on. Good evening, everyone. So the reason that I had this question is because there's this little thing called the doll test that I've seen on multiple occasions. And the doll test is when they have two different dolls, usually an African American and a Caucasian doll, and they ask the kids all these different questions. Which doll is prettier? Which doll is smarter? Which doll is bad? Which doll is good? And unfortunately, from my experience, I've seen the same damn thing every single time. These beautiful little black girls always choose the black doll for being not pretty, being not nice. Thank you so much for the hearts. If you guys are new to my scopes, the way that you give hearts, and it only shows love to the broadcasters. Like I said, you're sitting up. So my mistake. So you're sitting there. I'm sitting there and watching this, and I've seen this experiment over and over and over again. And it literally is. Love Tribe is in the building. I thought that was Love Tribe. Harden it up. I love my Love Tribe fan. They're so amazing. But yeah, and I've seen this experiment over and over and over again with always the same result. So I asked myself, is it important that your child's doll looks like them? Well, what I was gonna originally say was, does the color of your child's doll matter? Same different thing, same basic concept. The thing about this whole situation is this: because my mother told me I was a princess when I was a child, I'm very, very comfortable talking about the fact that I am a queen. Express what makes you unique. Of course. Thank you so much for K4S ENT. Yes. That is the motto of my company. Express what makes you unique. I think a lot of people forget that their child is a reflection of them. I think a lot of people forget that how do I say this? That they should be proud of what they produced. And so they go with what's popular as opposed to what expresses what can make their child grow. The child should be proud to be who they are. I'm blessed that my mother always told me I was beautiful, always told me I was smart, always told me to express myself, never told me to hold back. That's why I am the way that I am today, because my mom put that into me. That's why I'm so strong and heavy when it comes to expressing yourself, being yourself. Because my mom said you are a beautiful black child and you should never be ashamed of that. That's why every single child I've worked with, I told them the exact same thing. Today, I have a photo shoot with Live Out Loud Charity and TR Magazine. I have children and models of all ages, all sizes, all ethnicities. Some that have had issues with self-esteem. What do I tell them? You're beautiful. No matter what you do, no matter what you wear, no matter what you say, you are gorgeous. You are, and these kids are going out and empowering others and doing amazing things. So I am blessed to be working with them tomorrow and make them sparkle and shine and let their inner beauty shine. and be absolutely amazing. And yes, I will scope that tomorrow so you guys can see my fabulous models. Hello! Keely Raven is in the building. Shout out to Keely Raven. If y'all don't know who she is, make sure you follow her because she has Promote Your Biz parties. And so she's talking about how to make money off of Periscope. So make sure you follow her. She's amazing. Keely Raven, also make sure you follow K First ENT. He's also in here. He owns a magazine out of Florida and he's doing amazing things. Thank you, man, for all your support. So, and so the biggest thing that I'm trying to stress is that let your child be a child. Let your child be able to express themselves, grow, and know how to respect others. Know that they're beautiful. Know that they're smart. No matter what the color of their skin is. And this is not this whole like, oh, we're just talking about Black Power. This is a period. If you saw the first dolls that came up, one is Marsha, she's Mexican. My other one's Sally, and she's black. Sure do. Yeah, I still do have my dolls from when I grew up because they represent this exact topic. Thank you so much. I mean, it's like, I don't understand it. I don't get why. And not to say that I didn't play with dolls of other ethnicities. However, my mom made it very, very clear. Make sure that you play with your black dolls just as much as you're playing with your white dolls. Because those are the ones that look like you, and I want to make sure that you understand how important you are. We are growing up with little girls that have no idea who they are. They're sitting there running around dropping like it's hot at 5 and 6 years old. 5 and 6 years old, I still was playing with Barbie, Cabbage Patch, or whatever other doll out there. I'd had to have conversations with 6-year-olds that know what sex is. There's something wrong with this picture. When you're having a conversation with a 6-year-old and they know about sexual positions, something went wrong with that parent because they weren't allowed to be a child. There are too many kids nowadays, 9 years old, that are worried about gunfire. There's something wrong with this picture because kids don't know how to be kids. In Chicago, we have this huge problem. The kids are the ones shooting at the damn houses. Children. Why do children have guns to begin with? They can't buy them. They're not why are they not at home playing video games, playing with their dolls? Because the dolls don't look like them. And they weren't told that they were beautiful. And they weren't told that they were smart. And they weren't told that they were amazing. They weren't told that they were going to do incredible things in the future. Or they told you might make it to 16. Maybe if you're lucky. Imagine being 6 years old and told that you are not important. Imagine being 6 years old and told that you would never make anything of yourself. I know people that went through that. And now they are struggling to come back from that stigma at the age of 6. What we teach our children is incredibly important. The way we portray ourselves, the way that we express to them what is important is the problem that we have today. If you're sitting up there and your child has J's on their feet and they're 5 and 6 years old, when they grow out of them, you're teaching them to be wasteful. Because they're just going to grow out of it and they're going to forget. If your kid has an iPhone and they're 7, really? That's a $600 phone. Seriously, people? Let's think about this. We gotta prioritize. And yeah, dolls matter because dolls are a reflection of you. That's why I kind of get frustrated with American Girl. My thing is like, I'm thinking this on historical facts. No, they made this stuff up. So for my thing with them is that, so the only thing y'all thought to make up with the African American doll was to make her a slave. Okay. I think I see where your mindset is, but it's 2015. I'm gonna need y'all to change that. Because little girls need to know that when they see that American Girl doll, they can be more than a slave. They will be more than a slave. They will be a teacher. They will be a queen. My mom was like, why don't they make the next American Girl doll Michelle Obama? And they should. Because Michelle Obama is amazing. She was amazing before she got to the White House. And now she's just incredibly outstanding. And y'all can say whatever you want about Barack Obama, but I have people that know him personally and have worked with him and have grown under him, and they're nothing but the best. I'm just telling you that I've worked in politics, I've worked in community organizing, so all that y'all talking means nothing to me because I've heard the stories of before what happened when he got to the White House. I heard the stories of when he was out on the block helping people. And I've seen what he's tried to do and been blocked on trying to do. And yes, it's important because now little black girls can say, I can get to that point. I can really help somebody. I don't have to just be shaking my ass in the club to get money. I can do something. I can have a business. There are young children right now. I worked with the Boys and Girls Club. As you can see, it's funny. I have it on my shirt. The Boys and Girls Club of Chicago. I was teaching there for 3 years, jewelry making. The kids that I worked with was absolutely just beautiful, amazing, so smart, so sweet, and you wouldn't even know it. One girl, I worked with her, and she was so shy when I first started working with her. But she was with me for 3 years when I first got there. And you look at her now, she's killing the jewelry game. If she's still doing it, I guarantee you, she's killing most of the adults out here. Because you put beads and string into her hand, and she knows exactly what she's doing, and it empowers her because she's a quiet girl. So that allows her to let her voice come out. Because people can say what they want to, but who are you going to ask when you need something done? You're going to ask Evelyn because she did the damn thing. Thank you so much for everybody that's coming in. Thank you so much for the hearts. You guys are amazing. Let me reintroduce myself for those who don't know. My name is Danayaazure, owner of Danaya Designs for You, and host and president of Nexxlegacy Radio, which is on Blog Talk. We are a feature station on Blog Talk, so you will be, if you tune into my scopes, you'll be hearing about radio, jewelry, current events, and occasionally I go into community, my community activism speeches. Today I'm talking about should the color of your child's doll matter? And it does. Or should your child's doll look like you? Hello, Travis Gordon, how are you? You know, and I think, and people just do not get it. They don't get it. I don't understand. And I'm not saying that parents shouldn't let their child pick whatever doll they want to. I'm glad that you're well. Thank you for coming and joining my scoop. But I'm saying parents should try to say, hey, are you sure you want someone that? Are you sure you don't want one that looks like you? Or forget it. Don't even give them that choice. When they're born, if it's a little girl, make sure that she has a doll that looks like her before she even gets that choice. That way she gets used to it. When she sees the doll on the floor, she'll be like, oh, that looks like me. I have to have it. Simple. It happens when they're young. Train them. They don't know yet. Baby doll in the crib looks just like you. So, real easy. You know, but a lot of people don't think of this. And like I said, we have these kids that don't love themselves because of it. And people are like, oh, toys don't matter. Yes, they do. It matters what the kids play with. It matters what they listen to. I'm so tired of going to kids' parties and hearing Lil Wayne, because a 5-year-old shouldn't know what that is. But I've been at multiple kids' parties and I'm hearing juking and this and the third, and I'm like, isn't that what Kids Pop is for? Isn't that what Disney Radio is for? Let children be children. Because when children are allowed to be children, then they're going to grow up into incredible teenagers that want to be productive, want to work, and keep going and keep going. And because with me, I know when I was 7, the one thing that I couldn't wait to do was be 9 years old so I could be a mentor to another 7-year-old like I had one for me. We had this thing where we read where the third graders read to the first graders. And I couldn't wait to be in 3rd grade because I knew I was going to have a new kid. Thank you so much for joining. You know, and that's what we need to get back to. These kids knowing that they're going to be able to mentor someone else. They're going to be able to help someone else. That they're going to go make it beyond being 16 years old, 17 years old. These kids need to know that you're going to grow up and be healthy and do amazing things. You might not make it to 25. You'll be lucky if you don't go to jail. You'll be lucky if you don't have a record. That's what these kids are hearing now. You'll be lucky if you make it to 25. I can't even imagine hearing that. I'm 31. People are like, nah, yeah, I'm 31. You know, and yes, there were times where I'm like, I don't know if I'll make it because of the little stuff I was doing, but everybody has that time where they play around and do whatever. I'm just lucky enough that I was able to get out of it as quickly as I did. Because I realized that this little craziness is not for me. But it wasn't because I wasn't raised right, it's because I was trying to be rebellious. It happens, you know, like I said, it happened, I grew from it, and now I'm able to tell my story, and I can say that I've been on both sides. But I never, ever stopped knowing who I was. I might have fell back and forgot for a second, but I never stopped knowing because I was raised right. That's why people are like, what are you doing getting in trouble? I mean, I'm an only child, and, you know, I was a very sheltered child, so I was like, hey, I get to go out for 45 minutes and have to come back? Alright, this works. Curiosity. It happens. But you didn't see me out in the block at no 6 years old, 7 years old, 9 years old. That was not going to happen in this house. Baby. And people just do not get this. What you do with your child is a reflection of you. If you want your child to grow up and be a productive citizen, then what you need to do is teach your child to be a productive citizen. And how do you do that? Tell them they're beautiful, tell them they're smart, tell them they will achieve great things. Tell them, no, the world's not easy, but I will be there to help you and guide you so that you can be the best that you can be and inspire others. And like I said, teach them when they're young. That first doll they get, you pick that out. So if you choose a doll that doesn't look like them, what are you saying about yourself? What are you saying about how you feel about you if you choose a doll that doesn't look like your child? That's all I'm saying. People can agree or disagree. But I've seen the result of little girls that don't love themselves, and it's not pretty. The result of little girls that don't love themselves is having a baby at 12 years old. I have a problem with that. And shout out to all the moms that have had their children young and have done incredible things, but they did that. But what happened was they know they made their mistakes and they made sure their child didn't. Because every single person that I know specifically that had a child young, all their kids are amazing. Because they know where they made their mistake. And they taught their kids and made sure that they haven't done anything like that. And inspired them and told them how great they were and told them how they can improve. And their kids are off the charts, doing incredible things right now. So like when these kids go off to college, they're gonna be trying to figure out which one they're gonna go to. So yep, that's my scope. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and on Facebook at danayaazure. Check out the website, www.danayaazareforyu.com, and fun to follow me on here. And you can actually check out the website directly in my profile now. So just click on that link. And I will be back later on. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much, Keely. Thank you so much, K for SENT. Oh, not, really? Oh, wow. You're welcome. Thank you so much. I'm so glad, if you guys like this, go ahead and share it and tell your followers. So make sure that if you guys aren't following me, you guys can just click on the little prayer guide, and there's a blue check mark, and as long as that's clicked, then you're following me. If not, just go ahead and click it and follow me, because I always follow amazing people. So when I invite you to Scopes, I'm inviting you to connect with some phenomenal people on here. Before I get off of here, I gotta make sure I give a huge shout out to the Citizen Crane. These last few Scopes have been incredible. So, alright, y'all, take care. Love you.